There is a moment, just before a roller coaster begins to climb, when everything grows quiet. The noise fades, the ground feels distant, and for a brief second, you are neither rising nor falling. You are simply held. This message begins there, not at the bottom, not at the top, but in that suspended space where something old remembers you. Because long before money was chased, long before it was strained for or spoken of with tight voices, it was approached differently. And the body remembers this even if the mind has grown tired. You may notice as days pass that money has begun to feel heavy. Not heavy with weight, but with attention. It lingers in thought. It interrupts quiet moments. It waits in the background, tapping softly, asking to be noticed without being named. This is not failure. This is not lack. It is fatigue from trying to hold something that was never meant to be squeezed. In older times that did not rush, people understood something simple. Money does not respond to pressure. It does not move toward raised voices or tightened hands. It listens. And like all things that listen, it responds best when approached calmly. When money is chased, it scatters. When it is hunted, it hides. When it is forced into plans and numbers and demands, its circulation slows, as if the path itself has narrowed. But when it is acknowledged, quietly, respectfully, without asking it to be anything more than what it is, it begins to move again, not dramatically, not all at once, but naturally, like water remembering how to flow. There was once a gesture so small it was never called a ritual. People did it without instruction, without expectation, without urgency. They would take a single coin, any coin, and hold it, not to wish upon it, not to ask it for more of itself, simply to recognize it. The coin was not a symbol of wealth. It was a symbol of circulation, metal that had passed through many hands, quiet witness to exchange, trust, timing, and once each day, only once, they would rest it in the palm, not gripping, not fidgeting, just holding, for exactly 11 seconds. 11. Not because it's mystical, but because it's long enough to become still. In those seconds, nothing is required of you. No thoughts to correct, no outcomes to imagine. You do not thank the coin. You do not ask it to multiply. You simply let it be seen. Money, like all things that move between people, responds to recognition. When it is noticed without need, it relaxes. When it's held without demand, it remembers the way back. This small act tells the unseen pathway something important. I am calm. I am present. I am not grasping. And circulation, whether of breath, blood, or provision, changes when calm enters the system. Nothing else is added. No effort, no correction of the past, no planning of the future. Just a pause, just attention, just gentleness. In the next part, we will speak of what begins to shift when this quiet acknowledgement is repeated for 7 days. Not miracles, not sudden fortune, but the subtle signs that something has started moving again. For now, let this settle. Let the idea rest, like a coin warming in the hand. If you try this once a day for 7 days, something curious may happen. Not all at once, not in a way that demands to be announced. It may arrive quietly, like a door you did not remember leaving unlocked. You might notice that certain conversations feel easier, that small needs are met without explanation, that timing softens. An offer arrives before the question is fully formed. A delay quietly resolves itself. A bill feels less sharp when it appears. These are not rewards. They are signs of circulation resuming. When calm attention replaces pressure, the pathways widen. Money, when it senses respect without urgency, moves differently. It approaches sideways, it slips in through moments of ease. You may feel a lightness first, a release in the chest, a sense that the constant watching has loosened its grip. This is important because the practice is not about the coin. The coin is only a language simple enough for the body to understand. What is being practiced is recognition without demand. And this is why there is one gentle rule. Do not look for results. Looking tightens the hand. Watching strains the breath. Instead, notice what arrives. Notice what feels slightly smoother. Notice what no longer resists. Money does not like to be tracked. It prefers to be welcomed. If a small return comes, accept it without commentary. If nothing obvious appears, remain just as calm. Both responses tell the same truth. I am steady. In older times, this steadiness was understood as wealth itself, not abundance of things, but abundance of flow. After 7 days, you may stop, or you may continue. There is no promise to keep, no streak to protect. The moment this becomes effort, it has already done its work. So before you go, pause. Imagine the coin resting in your palm. Cool, solid, unrushed. Nothing asked of it. Nothing expected from it, just acknowledged. If this felt familiar, as if something inside you nodded quietly, you are welcome here. You may subscribe, not to follow, but to remain near the shared remembering. You may like this moment, not to approve it, but to mark it as something worth returning to. And if you choose, share what you noticed, not as proof, but as contribution. Because wisdom grows when it is exchanged gently. Hold the coin tomorrow, just once, just 11 seconds, and then let the rest come to you.